Good day, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Family Connect, the beautiful program that strives as much as possible to point towards those values which we have been neglecting for a while, which brought us up to this point, and today what we're experiencing is anything but a far cry from what it used to be. Welcome once again to this noble program. Before we start, I will say thank you to our subscribers, those that have come to our channels and those that have shared. Please continue to do so because you don't know whose life this program will be changing. And today, before I let the cat out of the bag concerning the topic for our discussion, I'm going to introduce these two lovely ladies by my side. You are used to seeing them. They've been on this program not once, not twice, but they've always been here supportive of what we are doing. So I have on my left a lovely Chioma Opene, who is a certified skincare consultant. Chioma, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to be on this program.
Thank you.
Welcome everyone.
And on my right, my lovely Stella Marise, who we all know is an education support system services provider. You're welcome.
Very kind of you to have me.
Yes.
I'm glad to be here.
So today, do you know why I'm smiling? It's a special one we are doing. It's a special in the sense that this is a month dedicated to womanhood. So we are celebrating International Women's Day. And that's why we are here. And that's why we're going to do a general discussion of what it's all about. So the topic I chose so that we will work within it is, what is the role of a woman on earth? So what is the role of us women? What are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to make this earth a beautiful place for all of us to live in? With beautiful children, beautiful setting, beautiful everything. So that we will live in harmony, in joy, in happiness, and then be able to uplift the earth. What we're experiencing today is anything but sadness. A lot has gone wrong. So how do we come back? How do we restore our lives? How do we reposition ourselves so that those things that will make us better humanity, we'll have to rekindle them and bring them back? So this month is actually for women. But what are we doing as women to make sure that these things are what it should be? So I will start with you, Stella. You just had the topic, the role of a woman on earth. So for you, from which angle are you going to be looking at it as a woman?
Well, first of all, a woman is, all what a woman is about is connections. Connection to good. I wouldn't want to say anything that sounds too religious, since this is a broad-based program for everyone, cosmopolitan and the likes. So I would just say that, first of all, a woman is a connection. She's a connection. She's an ambassador on earth. An ambassador. Now, what is an ambassador? An ambassador has, in quotes, a boss. Who is the woman's boss? The woman's boss, basically, is the creator. She's a connection to good. Woman is all about connections, spreading that connection from good right down to her environment, her husband, anybody around her, her community, her children. And that is why it is said that when a woman is good, everyone around her is good. And when she's bad, the whole nation turns bad. That's just
okay. Joe, I heard what Stella said, so take it from there.
Yes, there is a particular thing she said about a woman being able to connect and knowing that the head is the Almighty. And we know what the Almighty is all about, everything connects, And for a woman to be a woman for who she is, when you think about good qualities a human being should have, that is what should embody, a woman should embody herself with. being trustworthy, showing empathy, having that, being able to make people trust her, being honest. Because when these good qualities are there, then a woman is standing ready to, be able to give out that her role as a woman. And another thought came to me. Now I have to bring it down to when you talk about organizations, you have different roles people play in an organization. In fact, when you talk about a woman being an organizer, an administrator and everything, she has all these qualities. And you can see it has to do with everything in nature. Why are these organizations, duty roles and giving out to individuals like that? This is also what a role a woman plays in a home, either as a mother, as a wife, as a brother, as a sister. And for you to play that role comfortably well and the right way, you have to have all these good qualities. And then what are you doing at the end of the day? You're spreading happiness around you, giving people hope that things will also be right. Because we know how the society is right now.
You just took it away from me. I wanted, seriously, I wanted to bridge the two.
Yes.
There's something they call, this is how you behave at home.
Yes.
This is how you behave in the office. This is how you do this. So I just wanted, you just took it away from me. That's the aspect I wanted us to look at. Because there are people with two characters. There's character for the house, for the home, and there's a character for the office. But for me as a woman, you should carry everything together. They should work together. They should dovetail into each other. People around you should be able to say, oh, this is a woman, working with her, you'll be happy. People will come to you. People will come and talk to you. You are just like a provider, a caregiver. That is what we should carry with us. So no matter where we find ourselves, whether in work environment, whether in your home, whether with your neighbors, we should be able to give that which is within us. And secondly, you cannot give what you don't have. So the first thing you do is to educate yourself, acquire that knowledge, and then that discipline, that principle to look, this is me, I want impact, I want to give, I want to become a better person so that people around me will benefit from me. So we women, we have a lot to do. We are carrying a lot on our shoulders.
Absolutely.
So how can we practically show that, look, we are the creature of the Almighty, and for that we should stand at our duty post at every given time. No matter who is involved, no matter who it is, we should learn to give love, absolutely. When we talk about love, most of us don't separate, we try to separate love, but love is all encompassing. So it depends on how you want to look at it and what you want to do with it. Let me not be the only one talking, so Stella, just take it from here.
You see, when you said love, I just saw the picture of our mothers in those days. Because right now, you find a lot of mothers spoiling their children. You think you love the child, and so you give the child everything he wants. He wants this, he wants to do that, and you say, yes, go ahead. But remember how our mothers were. They were strict, they were stern, and yet they loved us. The goal was to put the child on the right track, to make sure the child is disciplined, to make sure the child is not spoiled, to make sure the child eats right. And so you find out that our mothers, we women, we have the severity we have the severity we should have as genuine women. That's the word actually, genuine. Trying to be genuine, trying to fulfill the purpose for which we are on earth. Trying to fulfill that connection, to be able to absorb the truth, the right thing, the good, and then pass it on. That's just basically what it is. You would have the empathy, you would have the kindness, the love, the patience, the discipline. And then when you are like that as a woman, definitely your environment will absorb it. Your children, the man, the helpers, it just flows. So yes, severity.
Yes, severity. They go together.
Yes.
You can't have one without the other. So it's like we are told then, I remember my mother would say, if your child has not told you, I hate you. You're not a good mother. You've not started. You've not scratched. You've not done your job. Until that child looks at you and says, Mommy, you are wicked. I hate you. Then you know that, look, I am working. So let us not, because my child said, Mommy, why are you doing this to me? And that is where we, the present generation, we lost it. We want to give them everything. You follow your child to the exam hall, you buy papers for the child, you buy admission, you do everything. And at the end of the day, what do? They slap you. Because at the end of the day, Mom, you did not do me well. You've made me an incompetent human being because I cannot face the world on my own. So why don't we start talking to ourselves, women? We are the bedrock of our homes.
Yes, the society.
The society at large. If the home, what we are saying, the society is from the home.
Yes.
Because if the home is rotten, automatically the society will be
Spreads
rotten.
out.
So it's from, if each of us came from that home and that foundation that is right, I'm sure the nations will be better. We'll have a better place to live in, and we'll carry it all out into the society. So, Choma, have you said all this?
When she was talking about a woman has to be genuine. Genuineness of a woman has to do with authenticity. You have to find yourself first. Because if you don't know yourself, what are you going to give out? Definitely nothing. I know these kids are so smart. They know when they are doing something wrong. And they want to capitalize it. But when you are, you have to stand your ground. You have to show that love with all the severity you have. Then you have to be very supportive. The society we grew up and what the society they are growing up now is, in fact, the wideness is over 1 million. But if you say 100, what that is an understatement. Is much.
Yeah.
What they are exposed. In fact, I was talking with a lady yesterday. You know, she was talking about, because she asked me about my daughter, they are the same age match. So she was just saying something that, what these children discuss, you can't even imagine it. Like, at what stage in your life did you discuss this? They are faced with a lot of things. And that supportiveness, we must find ourselves to be able to give to them what they need. They too are going through a lot. You know, peer group, so many things going on in their life, both school, friends, and some. And you have to, if you don't give that support, they won't open up to you.
And you know the funny,
yes,
you know the funny thing. You know how I put it. You know how I put it. The word is in a single gadget called telephone. No, that is the truth. The handsets we carry, the word is in there. That single gadget
Internet
carries the whole world. Everything. So what do we do? How do we help? What do we do to help these children? To guide them, to be supportive, to let them understand that, look, what you are seeing out there truly is not what it is, completely. Some of them are just put out there to achieve a result. So you have to differentiate between being educated and being led astray. So can we help ourselves, children around us, our own and the extension, to do the right thing as women? If we don't, I'm sure this thing is going to submerge us. We are going down.
We have to be their friends. Yes. We have to be their friends. And like I always tell my son, listen, there's so much in the world. You see the world, but you have to choose. You have to choose the right and the wrong. And you get them, you have to, well, that's why I said be their friend. They have to open up to you. Chat with them, what's happening in your school, what's, your friends. It's all
yes.
A woman's role.
You've said it.
It's challenging, but very true.
You've said it. Anyways, I'm not going to ask them to give you a parting words because all we have said is more than a parting word. Yes, we need to go back, we women, look inwards, gather our strength, tell ourselves, yes, it's not too late to do the right thing. If we start today, help will reach us. We should be able to connect to everybody. And that's why we call this program Family Connect. We should try to help ourselves, our neighbors, our nation. And today, what is happening if we are not careful? None of us will be safe. None. So let's not deceive ourselves. Thinking that you are sitting in your home, you are drinking, you are eating. No. When it comes, it will engulf everybody. So let us as women stand up. do the right thing, and we will have a better nation. So before we leave, I will say thank you once again to everyone out there, especially our subscribers and those that have come to the channel and those that have shared it. Please continue to do that so that it will get to everybody who needs to hear. Let us hear, let us do the right thing. So, I didn't introduce myself before we started. It's on purpose. So, I like to say it at the end of each of them. So, until we come your way again, I remain Chika Nnamani. Have a lovely day and goodbye.